Alright, the Lakers lost last night. Some of y'all were laughing at me in my DMs because the Lakers lost. But the funny thing is, we're in the playoffs, baby. How you hating from outside of the club when you can't even get in? What's up, you guys? My name is Ray. If you're new to this channel, we love to talk about the hottest NBA stuff from an unbiased point of view. So thank you for watching, and with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the Denver Nuggets last night. Alright, so what is there to say except that they played a very good game? Now, of course, I don't really like admitting that because I am a Laker fan, but you guys know that I do take pride in being unbiased when I give these takes. So let me pull up my notes and let me just make sure we cover every single thing I noticed in the game last night. Jamal Murray. Sometimes he plays so well that if I just say his name, I could just leave it at that. The dude is only 23 years old and he is playing like a beast in the postseason. Jamal had 28 points, 12 assists, and 8 rebounds. That is pretty much a triple-double against the #1 seed in the Western Conference. And like I just said, he is only 23 years old. In the next 3 years or so, I would not be surprised if Jamal Murray is the face of the NBA. Now, I'm not necessarily predicting that that is what's going to happen, but I'm just saying that I would not be surprised if that was the situation. The dude is a flat-out playoff monster. Every single time I thought my Lakers were making a comeback, Jamal Murray was there to add some salt to the Lakers' wound. Jamal, if you ever want to come to the Lakers after your contract is over with the Nuggets, please do. We will happily welcome you. Nikola Jokic. You guys can go back to the very first video I made before the NBA bubble even started. I talked about the potential matchup in the Nuggets and the Utah Jazz in the playoffs. And in that video, I said that Nikola Jokic is the driving factor. Some people thought I was overhyping Nikola Jokic. Yet, what are we seeing him do in the postseason? The dude just wakes up and gets buckets. Last night, he had 22 points, 5 assists, and 10 rebounds. And 22 points may not seem like a lot on the surface, but I'm telling you guys, if you watch how this dude plays, his shots aren't just all easy layups underneath the basket. This dude is earning his jumpers. This dude is earning his shots. He is a very skilled basketball player. And if we could trade Kyle Kuzma for him, I would happily do so. Jeremy Grant. 26 points on 7 of 11 from the field. That is why the Nuggets won. When your chemistry is so on point in a game, when you have 3 or more guys who score more than 20 points in the game, when you have a guy with 28 points and 12 assists, when your leading scorers all have a very good efficiency from the field, that is pretty much a recipe for winning basketball games. So am I surprised that the Nuggets won this game? No, absolutely not. On the contrary, I'd be surprised if they somehow lost this game. Let's look at the Nuggets' overall team stats. They shot 55% from the field, 38% from 3, which 38% from 3 is pretty much an A+, 80% from the free throw line, which 80% from the free throw line for an entire team is actually very good. If you're a guard, you ideally want to be shooting around 90%, but for your team as a whole to be shooting 80%, that is very good. And then I'm gonna absolutely roast my Lakers in a couple seconds, but yesterday the Nuggets had almost twice as many rebounds as the Lakers. So once again, when you look at the stats, when you watch the game, when you take everything as a whole, it's no surprise that the Nuggets won. The Nuggets were the flat out better team yesterday. And I said this after game 2. This series could very well be 2-1 with the Denver Nuggets being up 2. If it wasn't for that game winner that Anthony Davis hit, the narrative in the media right now would be, are the Lakers gonna come back in this series? So sure, the Lakers are up 2-1 right now, but I just wouldn't get too comfortable on that slight little lead that we have going on. Anyway, that's pretty much all I had to say about the Denver Nuggets for now. And before we talk about the Lakers, if you don't mind giving this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, that's all I ask for. A simple tap of the like button goes a long way. So if you wouldn't mind, that is really all I asked for, and I would greatly appreciate it. Alrighty, now let's talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. I am seriously disappointed in you guys. I'm 20 years old, and I've been a Laker fan since I was 10. So literally half of my life has been dedicated to supporting you guys. Now, I don't know if I want to start off by expressing my utter disgust with the team stats, or if I want to talk about how disgusted I am with some individual players. Either way, I am pretty pissed off about this whole thing. The only thing that makes me a tiny bit happy that we lost, actually there's 2 things, but the first one is my gaming PC came in this morning. So now I'm gonna be able to live stream the games. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see the live streams. So the Lakers losing last night's game just means that there's gonna be at least one more game in this series, which means that I have at least one more game to live stream. So that does make me a little happy, but that's nonsense. Let's talk about the team stats. Actually, let's talk about players. Anthony Davis. Now, I have a question for everybody who did not watch yesterday's game, okay? For the people who did not watch yesterday's game. How many rebounds do you think Anthony Davis had? Just comment down below, or even if you don't want to comment, just answer that question in your head. How many rebounds do you think Anthony Davis had? Keep in mind, he played 43 minutes last night. An NBA game is only 48 minutes long. So 43 minutes, that's pretty much the entire game. How many rebounds do you think Anthony Davis had? Well, I'm just gonna tell you. The dude had 2 rebounds. Yes, you guys, the 7-foot tall Anthony Davis, the dude who is getting paid tens of millions of dollars, only put up 2 rebounds last night. Now, I don't want to sound like too much of a critic because the Lakers are my favorite team and I really do like Anthony Davis. But me, I'm not even 6 feet tall, even though my Tinder profile might say otherwise. No, I'm kidding, I have a girlfriend. But I'm not even 6 feet tall, and if I played 40 something minutes in an NBA game, I promise you I'd get more than 2 rebounds. You could just get some like out of luck. You could be standing at the right place at the right time and a rebound will just fall into your hands. So for Anthony Davis to only grab 2 rebounds, that is absolutely terrible. And speaking of rebounds, the Lakers as a whole only had 25 rebounds. To put that into context, the Denver Nuggets had 44 rebounds. We have 3 7-footers. We only grabbed 4 offensive rebounds. That is just very, very poor. Even as the die-hard Laker fan that I am, there is no excuse that can be made for that. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Now, the one thing that did keep us in this game is that we did a very good job of scoring the basketball in the paint. For instance, the Denver Nuggets had 48 points in the paint and we had 64. So once again, it's not like we can't get into the paint. So if we can get into the paint to score the basketball, logic tells you we should be able to get into the paint to grab some rebounds. But of course, the Lakers and logic do not go very well hand in hand. So I'm not really too surprised there. Another thing the Lakers did absolutely terribly last night was shooting from 3. We only shot 6 of 26 from 3. That is 23%. Now, I don't know if we were trying to pay homage to Michael Jordan by shooting 23% or what exactly the case was, but I never want to see that again. We made 6 threes and the Nuggets made 11. We shot 23% from 3. The Nuggets shot almost 40%. You guys can see why, as a Laker fan, I am just very disappointed right now. Let's let the Nuggets win game 4 so that we don't go up 3-1. Because if we go up 3-1, then we're pretty much done for. Anyway, that's all I had to say for this video. If you watched it all the way through and enjoy an unbiased take, which is something rare to see nowadays, please just give this video a thumbs up. I try my best to post as many NBA videos as I can. It is hard sometimes, believe it or not. Being a full-time college student and a full-time YouTuber is kind of rough. But I think I've only missed 1 game this entire postseason, so that's not too bad. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to keep up with everything going on in the NBA, just hit that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. I'm out of here. If you're still here, consider watching this other video I picked out for you down below. Please just watch it. I'm trying to get to 300 subs, so go watch that video. Let me know what y'all think. And hit the like button on that video too. All right, see you guys.